clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top. Custom sets, landscapes, got a shop. Tunes drop, make the hobby pop. From vintage sets to modern themes, minifig dreams with studs and seams. Castle walls, spaceship beams. Listen close, hear the gear screams. Connecting fans, yo, that's the plan. Building bonds piece by piece, man. Every episode more than just sand. Confidence grand, bricks in hand. Crazy mashups, ideas flow. Breaking molds, watch them grow.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode. This week, we got our first-time guest, Mr. John himself. What is going on, man?
Nothing much. It's great to be here. Very honored.
It's I don't know about that. You don't.
If you haven't met us yet.
Yeah, you haven't really met us yet.
It's okay. Just by the way you guys talk, I know I like y'all. So don't worry.
No, actually,
flatter all you want. Richard's not going to send you a check.
Yeah. Gene handles all the financial decisions we make, which is why George's paychecks keep bouncing.
Yeah.
Not really sure what's going on there, but no, it is so I will tell you, since you're custom guy, first let's go ahead and introduce you. If you want to go ahead and explain what you do, who you are.
Sure.
There is a bunch of people in the chat that I guarantee you know who you are, but
it's okay. Hello everybody, my name is John Reyes, the owner and operator of Reyes Customs LLC. We specialize in custom pad printed minifigures. You can find our website at reyescustoms.com. Our primary goal is really just let's see what's not been done or what's not been done well, and we're gonna create figures to the best possible extent, understanding what the modern Lego design language is, go to market at great prices, and provide the best customer opportunity and experience possible. That's been my motto for the last 2 years, and that's what I keep fighting by.
I was gonna say, you said that very professionally. How many times have you said that?
0. I just have worked corporate, so I know the good PR training.
I had to practice that in the mirror about 200 times and still messed it up.
I'll say we have some training over here, but it's normally HR training, and we fail it.
Yeah.
So.
Responsible for 10 new rules in the rule book.
We had to keep telling George to quit putting things in a light socket. You know how that goes.
Richard, is HR director upstairs tonight, or is she gone?
No, I don't know. I thought she's at your house.
Well, Tori's not up here either, so who knows?
They went and got margaritas then.
I was about to say, we got free reign tonight. But actually, I'll be honest with you. George dabbles in Star Wars. He doesn't really do quite as much as I do, I don't think.
Not mock-wise.
I've always seen your stuff, and it was really weird. I was like, I never dabbled in buying custom Star Wars stuff. Just because simply that I felt like everything I'd ever built or wanted to build Star Wars wise, when you go somewhere to like a convention center, everything has been done. Like I kept telling everybody, the first build I really wanted to do Star Wars was Hoth. And like by the third convention, I'm like, well, damn, who's not done Hoth? So I stopped that. And then I kept joking. If you go back, and which I don't expect anybody to, but there has been like a joke this whole time of, I said I was going to start a Star Wars mock, and then I would come up with an idea, and then I would be like, oh, well, guess what I'm not building? That Star Wars mock. And then Papa Trip, actually, me and him were joking one night, and I had I'd always seen your stuff, and I was never really buying any of it because, like I said, I'm not much of a collector as I am, which take this away. But I am like a mock builder, so like most of the stuff I buy, I have somewhat of intention to use somehow.
Right.
And you came out with, I think the first thing was the Padme.
Which one? We got like 5 of them now.
The sleeping Padme.
Yeah.
And the casket Padme.
Yes, yeah.
And
We call it Sleepy Senator.
Yeah, I definitely trickled down the hole, and as of right now, I don't think there's a single senator that you have made that I do not have.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that dearly.
Now I had to dabble in the, I don't know what exactly you call them, but the traveling Anakin.
Yeah, I mean we don't really have, we just call him Poncho Anakin internally.
Poncho.
I keep joking. I'm like, man, this is a great fig. I wonder what I'm going to do it for. And it's like, they're displayed nice, but I still don't know what I'm going to use them for.
I mean, there's so many of those scenes, right? Like, I'm sure people have done them, but they haven't done them with like the right figures. That's a big part of what we do. I mean, like just today we announced the Chancellor Arts parts pack, where if you go back into like Revenge of the Sith, I think parts of Attack of the Clones, that one I'm not so sure. But in the like foyer area outside of Palpatine's office, he has this huge hyperspace art on the wall. We decided to actually make like, what was it, 4 2x4 tiles that you can now put together and actually recreate that and make it more expanded. Chancellor's office, which people have done it, but no one's had the right pieces for it. And now it's like you can complete that and actually be the first one to do it right.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm going to try to get that. I'm going to try to get the dark red palp from the re-release at the end of the month because I did miss out on that. And then I wanted some of those the skirt pieces that are coming out for the 13th wave.
I mean, those ones sold out way too quick on the first run. We really didn't know how that was going to do. We're just like, there's always a bit of a gamble you need to take in terms of like, you always take a little bit of a gamble on some products, especially like that was the first time we had released a skirt piece standalone at that price point. Don't know how people are going to think. And so we're always going to be a little more conservative with how we do it. But then pop demand was very high. So it's like, all right, we're going to restock, get you guys the product as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's normally how you go. If you make 5, you're going to sell 2. If you make 100, you're going to sell 1. But if you only make 2, they're going to want 3,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see that some of the chats are already joking. Hoarder said, first question, printed or cloth wastegapes, but he immediately followed it up with, Richard, I have been not building Star Wars box for a year now. What an accomplishment. Yeah, I've actually, it's almost done. I have got to find out how to build this table. My plan is to come down here because I actually have my first convention that I'm displaying it at next week. And I've got to figure out the table. But other than that, my first Star Wars mock is complete. I don't know. I don't really, I'll be honest with you, it's the smallest thing I've ever built. And I keep looking at it and I'm like, man, I wish I would have stayed with the original plan. But
What forced you to deviate from the original plan?
Honestly, so one thing you'll learn about us is I don't really, I'll tell everybody straight. I bought the Brick Vault instructions to build the ATTE.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very expensive model to build.
Yeah,
I think it's like $400, $350 in it, and it will not stand up under its own weight. The legs keep collapsing out underneath it.
That sucks.
So I've been told that there's like you can go online and there's a couple people that do like YouTube videos to show you a fix and everything else. But in my opinion, that shouldn't be something that I'm having to reach out to other individuals for. That should have been something that they had already put on there because it's not like this is a new model.
No, it's been out for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I would think somebody has reached out to them and described the issues.
And there's no note on the website. It's like, hey, like warning, this is not going to stand. That's crazy.
No, I do there's another mock builder out there. His name is Brix. He does a lot of stuff on Rebrickable as far as creating Star Wars ships, especially, and a lot of them being minifig scale. But he also tries to do some stuff that like includes play features. And when he did all that, he had a Republic gunship. Well, I wanted to use his Republic gunship for this mock also, and I bought it. And there was I couldn't figure out why the tail end kept like the weight of it just kind of like made it sag a little. And he was like, "Oh yeah, after designing it a bunch of times and figuring it out, I found out the fix. If you look at the there's like a part 2 of the Rebrickable instruction I didn't download." and it literally just shows you how to fix it. So like stuff like that, I really do appreciate. But it's I will say it's been I guess an adventure. The gunship didn't work, so the ATTE didn't work. So the original plan was to have a base with doors open, the ATTE marching out into the field with the droid versus the clones, and with the main thing that was like the centerpiece kind of collapsing. I just took away the door, closed it in, made it tall, and made it larger, I guess, in height. And I don't know yet. When I get back from this convention, I'm honestly probably going to take it apart, just because I tend to try to build in like really high detail, and there's nothing really in this that's detailed. It's pretty simple. So my plan is when I get back to either I've got 2 other builds that I'm trying to do by next year. One of them is not going to take a single piece out of this build because it literally is dark bluish gray and light bluish gray. I may try to build another base. A lot of people have asked me. I have the Lego ATTE. Why I just didn't roll with it. So I may try to sit down and actually figure out. I actually have. Hold on, I'll go grab it real quick.
I still say you ought to use the one that's got faulty legs and put it in a crater and make it look like it fell. Getting attacked or something.
Or you could have one of the legs blown off.
Yeah.
Also get that.
So I mean, like if you look at it, see how it's like bulldogging? I don't know if you can see it. And I'm just afraid, like, even moving it over here, like the pieces are just off. So it's one of those things that I don't know about traveling with this.
A lot of shrink wrap.
Yeah. So I may end up honestly just trying to cut my losses and sell this and see if anybody wants it.
Well, there's the other option, Richard. You could just like throw it in that box beside you.
Tori will gladly tear it apart and sell it.
I'm sure somebody else would buy it before it comes to that.
I'll give you $20.
Angry Dragon said, I'm getting Snoopy in the supply drop on the 19th. Colton is in the house, says, hey, all. Papa Trip said, except 2 of those are re-releases. They are. Now I got to find bag 5. Boom. I'm going to mute myself while I open this bag.
So, John, how many pad printers do you guys have?
We don't have an in-house. We have a factory we work with, but I know that they have a pretty robust operation over there.
Got you.
I would know that if you want to do it domestically, you realistically have to be military or medical. Otherwise, you're just not going to be able to, with the cost and everything, make it profitable.
That's understandable. So, you originally a collector, mock builder, or just entrepreneur?
Collector. I mean, I've never really been big into the mock building scene, but I've always liked buying sets and building them and just kind of making my own scenes and whatnot. I don't know why, but my mind's never been like really oriented towards mock building per se. Like when I'm doing creative stuff, it's always a lot more writing.
Yeah.
Especially creative writing. Like I can talk hours and hours of plots and characters, why this film did something great, but this video game's done well, how to combine it to my own works. But never mocks. I don't know why. But so I did that, was into that for a while, and I would want to say that probably around later in my time in college, kind of, you grow up and then you like, at least folks in my age range, then you go to high school and you're like, I'm too cool for Lego, so then you stop for a few years. And then around in college, I kind of started getting back into it, and especially got attracted towards like culinary customs. There was one of the first ones that I know I've been around for a really long time, but that's what kind of caught my eye. And then I started seeing a lot of other brands that tried to focus on emulating Lego's design style so that these figures would pretty seamlessly enter your collection or Lego sets or your mocks or whatever. And from there, it was just kind of like, I think that there's a lot of great designs out here, but I don't think there's a lot of great individuals doing business either, because on one hand, there's a lot of, unfortunately, scummy folk in the Lego community who bad business practices, unfortunately. Then on the other hand, there's also folks who just don't know how to run a business well, in a sense that you can also get something pretty good for your customer and for yourself at the same time. It's not mutually exclusive. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. I had to have a degree in economics, and I think that in large part I've been able to do that.
Interesting.
So I want to ask a question that you don't have to answer, but other than Clone Army Customs, do you have another favorite company that does customs?
Well, I mean, my frequent collaborator, Brick Daddy, was a big fan of his work up front. And now I obviously work with him, so almost all our stuff is in a collaboration with him. So that's probably my number one, obligatory. But also, I just genuinely think he makes the best designs for this design language. Who else do I really like? I really have a great respect for like AV Figures' longevity and just a constant willingness to experiment and iterate. Like Custom always has a dedication to delivering some really high quality stuff, which I also really like. Gotta respect GCC and how far they've come and able to develop their business over the last 5 to 6 years. Weber Brix is the, I think, English pronunciation. Izzy B Printer was phenomenal. I mean, there's a lot of other companies I could go on and on about. There are a lot of really good folks over here.
I have honestly never bought anything from any of them.
I'm not surprised you haven't got any LC stuff. That's usually what gets a lot of people into the scene in the first place. And
I'll be honest, I might have one. Papa Trip got me to order so Papa Trip, like, Lego's kind of like a gateway drug, and plus on that, you get peer pressured, and anything that comes out new that looks good, Papa Trip sends me. I bought a Padme, and I think it came from one of those guys, the one with the black headdress.
Was she also wearing had a white face and then also like a full black dress?
Yeah,
that's from Bricks and Figs DE. That's not LC. But yeah, that one was really impressive when I first saw that come out. I was like, wow, they really hit out of the park with this one.
I was gonna say he did I'm not gonna say con because he didn't. Well, if it benefits me, I can say he put a gun to my head.
It didn't have to twist your arm.
Well, if we can say that. But yeah, he sent it to me, and I was like, well, I'm buying all these other ones. I might as well get this one too.
So would you say what Padme is like your most collected figure right now?
Not at all. So are you talking just like how many figs I have of a certain like character?
Yes.
Are you only wanting IPs?
Let's go with IPs first, then we'll go non-IPs second.
I've got like 20 custom Spider-Man.
Okay. And what's your favorite out of all of them?
Do you know who Minifig FX is?
Heard of him.
He did a realistic Venom. And it's not a Venom, really. It's Spider-Man in the symbiote suit or symbiote suit. And I think that it looks absolutely beautiful. And he did another one that I'm really happy with is it's like a Miles Morales, but it's from Ultimate Fallout 4 when he was like first released in the comic. See, I'm a huge comic nerd.
I'm a huge movie nerd. We all have our own interests and passions. I respect it.
But when it comes to non-IP, I have 1,700 Black Falcons.
Black Falcons?
Yeah.
Why do you have that many? I'm so intrigued now.
So I built a castle, and they were one of those things that they were like, oh, well, they're going to be put on lug bolts. So I was like, okay, well, that'll be how I army build them. So I ended up getting some, and then like some other people in the lug that bought some didn't want them, so I ended up trading them some things, and then some other stuff went down, and I ended up buying some more, and then like Lego started putting them on there, and then it was like I ended up with like 600, and I was like, well, if I've got 600, I got to continue going, and then they hit I hit 1,000, And then they hit lug bulk again like the next year, and I was like, well, there's not too much I want on here. And then I found out that Shy, another YouTuber, a guy in the Lego community who I've literally known for a while, is a really great guy. I figured out he had like, I think it was like 1,500 at the time. So I was like, all right, well, I got to get 1,500 now. So I did what I could to get 1,500, and then found out that he hit like 2,000, and then found somebody else in the community has like 5,500 of them.
Oh my God.
So I bailed out, and now if people want to sell them for cheap, I'll buy them. But I don't need them anymore. I built like a 11, 12, 13 foot long castle. So I had the minifigs for that, but I do not need as many as I have.
So where are the rest right now? Just in a random container?
Oh yeah, I literally have a box down here that's probably like a 40-gallon tub full of castle figs.
Oh.
Sounds like me with all the spare parts I have to make new figs.
When Lego released the I don't know which castle it was in. It was a Bricklink designer set, but it has the black minifigs with like the purple accent.
I can't remember.
They're newer, but I bought like 25 of those, and then I bought 25 more. Then I was like, oh, I got 50, and then I was like, well, let me get 100. So I bought like 20 more, and like I bought another like 30 more. Hit 50. I mean, hit 100, and I was like, okay, now I'm stopping. And then I realized that there's a buddy of mine that owns a Bricklink store, and he had the new Kraken Knights. And we made a deal, and I ended up buying like 25 of those from him. So I've got a lot of castle figs, and I'm not really sure why. I would love to build another castle, but I've told everyone that if I build another castle, it will be something that absolutely does not leave this house. Setting up that castle was the worst displaying experience I've ever had in my life.
He's gonna have a castle room in the house.
Well, I built on a ping pong table down here, and the castle was so big that I built like the castle on the ping pong table, and then slid the back half of it off, boxed it up, and then so I could build like the village out in front. And it just, I don't know, if I did it again, it would be something like I said that absolutely did not leave the house. I have a tendency, they'll tell you, especially Gene, that I'll say that I'm not going to build anything big, and then it ends up being like 50 base plates. Oof. When I say that this is the smallest mock I've ever done, and it's 8 32 by 32 base plates.
What's the largest you've ever been able to, or what's the largest you've ever displayed at a convention?
Battle of the Bulge last year. It was 16 feet long and 4.5 foot wide.
Do you do a lot of military mocks?
I always have like dabbled in it, but it was one of those things that I didn't ever want to jump in it because of how much money it takes to get the army that you would need.
Yeah.
And now I find myself on the exact opposite end of that. Next year, the big build that I plan on doing is another World War II mock. I've been working on for a while. Me and George have been joking. I've been trying to build a modern military mock, but I can't get anybody to print some certain figs. So those are just, that idea has been chilling for a while. And I don't know. Problem is that I'm very, very hard on myself. So anytime that I build something and I felt like I could do better, I immediately tear it apart. I have never built a single build and not tore it apart in the process.
That's the problem with some mocks. You don't want to take them apart and they take up space. You don't get your parts back. And then you get tired of looking at them.
You know, I will say that it is of interest for us actually later this year to probably dabble into a World War II era and Vietnam era set of figs, just to see what I'm more aware of the military customs market. You know, you're wearing a Brickmania shirt, is the largest out there. So it's like, you know, how do people feel about pad printed figures that are in a Lego style? I don't know the answer to that question. So,
my thing about that is when you do. I'm kind of like torn apart on some things. So like if you're building a minifig and it's a World War II person, you're building a real person. On the other side of that, it's the average person, and I think George will agree on this. The average military mock builder isn't buying 1 and 2 figs. They're buying like 10 to 20 figs to
Right.
populate something.
That was our intention, actually, to have maybe like, a Richard Winters or a Aldo Rain from Inglorious Bastards, like 2 main ones, and then you would have like U.S. Army 101st Airborne, kind of grunt style,
Yeah.
and so then you can just like throw on whatever head you wanted, hand combination, weaponry, or it could be like generic U.S. Army infantry, non-airborne, for example. And that's like kind of the idea intention, because then now people can just mass build if they're in love with a particular unit or aesthetic.
When I first got into mock building and wanted like, when I'm telling you that it's like I do it probably the worst way possible. I have stacks and stacks and stacks of custom heads. When I had my military mock built for the Battle of the Bulge, there was 250 figs and not a single head was the same.
Wow.
When
I
the
respect
castle
that
mock,
attention to detail.
when the castle mock was built, I had a bunch of the same heads, but I made them. They were all Lego. I just literally went to pick a brick and bought random quantities of random heads. But that's one of the things that people think that it's, oh, well, you spend a lot of money on that, but I'll never, like, I have, 130 German heads. I'll never need to buy another German head. Same with America. Like, I mean, I've got 75 fully built British, like, World War II, early war era figs that are all, I mean, I'll never have to, they're all custom heads that I'll never have to buy again. So I make a lot of bad financial decisions, if you can't tell.
Investments, Richard. They're investments.
I guess.
Oh my god, the term investments with Legos. I did like a whole study on that. And nothing that I wrote in that study applies today anymore.
Well, what's crazy is like it's become to one of those things that you almost like. So FOMO gets everybody, no matter what anybody says. It gets somebody, Oh, well, John's releasing a minifig this week, and if I don't buy it as soon as it releases, there's a really good chance that I won't ever get a chance to get it again. And they think that kind of with Lego, but with Lego, it's that if I don't buy it right now, I'm going to have to pay double the price. And with that mentality that everybody has been, I guess, forced to have, I mean, it's ridiculous that so Gene owns a Bricklink store. So he sees everything firsthand of you could literally, I mean, Star Wars is a perfect example. If you have a Star Wars battle pack, that battle pack's $20. You could throw every piece in that Lego set away. It's useless. It's priceless. I mean, it's not worth anything because the minifigures are worth the cost of that set.
Right.
Easily.
Hoarder said that my smallest mock and it consists of more parts than his own collection. It's not that big.
It's pretty good size.
It's really not. I'm so mad with it because the walls are just a solid built wall. I hate it.
That's why I hate doing buildings. But try building a ship. Solid hull sucks.
Well, I keep joking about, I think it was Cameron that said it. He said the worst part is somebody does really good terrain and then ruins it by putting Star Wars figs on it.
That sounds like something Cameron would say.
But I joked for the longest time because I'm not going to say the name of it. There's very few people that know it. But the next mock that I have that I'm building, it was a joke. And I was like, well, if I took the military figs off and put Star Wars figs, it still relates as a planet. If I were to take that era minifig off of World War II minifig off and put some other war era minifigs on, it makes perfect. So like the mock is just, I'm going to display it for 3 years and just show it with different minifigs was the joke.
Good way to get good bang for your buck.
Save you a lot of building time.
How long do these mocks usually take on average to see the completion for you?
His final version, or
Let's
because
say
he
final.
usually decides he doesn't like it sometime in the last 2 weeks and tears it all the way apart.
It starts all over again right before the show.
When I was building the Battle of the Bulge, the forest portion of it for the Ardennes Forest
Right.
was like, I think it was like 6 32 by 32 base plates long and 4 or 5 wide. And I literally sent a picture 3 or 4 weeks before Brick Fair, Virginia, to a buddy of ours, Caden. And I was like, I'm not really happy with this. And he was like, yeah, if I was you, I would have done this, this, and this. And I tore it apart and rebuilt that whole thing in that matter of time.
Wow.
I don't know. It's one of those things that it's a problem. That's all it comes down to.
Well, I always try to live by never let perfection get in the way of good enough.
I've been told multiple times that when you do stuff at the scale I do, you're constantly going to do that. If I were just to pump out a bunch of small mocks that were just highly detailed, it would be easier because it's something that, you're not going to worry about this being too detailed, this not having enough detail because you're just doing this. And it's I don't know, it's something I've looked into, but Caden, our buddy, seems to pop out another small vignette mock like every week. And I don't know how he does it.
Must have a good flow somehow.
And then if you ask George how long it takes to build a mock, we're on year 4.5 of waiting to see a boat.
We are not. I just started it last year, and the lower hull was only 3 months. I just need to get back to work and finish the top.
I was gonna say, but it's been 12 months since he's touched it.
Yeah, it has been because World War Brick should have been this past weekend. So it's been 12 months. So no, that's not true. I touched it. I moved it from here into the hallway. So and a part fell off.
And
I've
then
lately.
I do have it'll end up being the smallest mock I've ever built, but it'll probably have, other than military figs, the most custom pieces in it. I've wanted to build a scene out of a comic book movie now for years, and I've just never even tried it because every piece I would need is pretty much custom. And I got a buddy who I've known for quite a while, and he has a printer.
Nice.
And I was joking with him, and he is now making it happen. So here in the near future, I will be starting another mock that will be the smallest mock I've ever built.
God.
And oddly enough, it's still going to be technically 4 32 by 32 base plates.
I presume that you've gotten tickets for the new Spider-Man movie?
No, because it's not showing until next week.
No, it doesn't show until the end of July, but they've already you can get tickets right now. Today was the first day you could buy tickets. A
lot of the movie theater that's big around us is called the Grand, and they do something really weird where there's no point in buying tickets until like I bought I'm going this weekend to watch Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
And I bought tickets Monday, and it was still like an open theater.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean, like I'm going to Los Angeles that week for the new Spider-Man film, and I looked at my local area because I have AMC. I'm AMC got to have A-list, so I looked at that. And I was completely booked out Thursday night. Friday was really well booked out. I managed to find 2 decent seats at like a 3:00 showing on Friday. So I'll take it.
I am a huge Marvel fan. I will say that the movies were pretty much, now I know that they had to change it from the actual comic books. But even the stars that played in them, I think did an amazing job. But I will be one of the ones that jump on the fan boat or whatever you want to call it and say that after Endgame, I felt like it just fell off.
Yeah, it has.
Spider-Man movies have continuously been good. I couldn't really. I watched a short or a one-off or whatever you want to call it the other day with the Punisher called I think it was
Oh,
the
yeah.
One Last Kill.
I saw that too.
That was pretty good.
I liked it, but the only issue is that when considered in the greater Punisher MCU history, it's like that was like the 8th time he's dealt with the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, guys, I want some character development at some point. I want to see where this guy ends up and goes.
That's something I don't think they'll ever do, just because they have the ability to show him as a badass way easier.
Yeah.
I wish they would turn him into the comic version of like War Machine, because it was called Punisher War Machine, and he literally would just like, I mean, you had him being like the invincible hero almost, or I guess anti-hero. The only thing I will say that I think they have failed in doing is I really wish they would have shown the Punisher in a Spider-Man movie like he was released in the comics.
And they have him in the new film.
Yeah.
So isn't there another season of Punisher coming?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I haven't watched the season.
I must be dreaming. They kind of left it hanging.
Will said, Richard, that isn't a problem. Perfection is the only thing you should accept for yourself. If you let yourself slack off, your mock will pay the price. I get that, but the problem is that when I sit down and come up with an idea and map out that idea, as I start building, that idea becomes better and I have to change it. That's where I always fail. Or I'll wait till the last minute and send Caden a picture and he'll say something dumb like, you should have done it like this. But I don't know. It's just the techniques. The other thing that really sucks is, or I don't know if it sucks. It's actually a pretty cool thing in a way, but we are at a age of being in Lego where if you're trying to make an angle, it seems like Lego comes out with that angle the next month. There's been a bunch of these companies that do, especially military companies like Brickmania and stuff, that are now redesigning old sets because now they have the angles and the curves and stuff that they didn't have before. Which, I mean, honestly, kind of sucks. But
do you think they'll like release the instructions for it, or at least like an update to customer, like make a way for customers who already have parts of it to be able to upgrade their parts?
That would be a question for El Jorge.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's probably not going to happen.
I assumed not.
Yeah, digital instructions take a lot of work.
That they do.
For not a lot of return on investment. It'd be easier just to update a model and re-release it. But I don't know. I've never updated any old models. All my stuff's always been new ideas, new releases. So
Have you had any? Do you have any Brick Veteran stuff?
I've got a few Brick Veteran sets.
How do you rate his sets?
They're pretty good. I mean, Cody's the designer on most of them, so he does good work. I haven't. Man, it's probably been 2 years since I've bought anything really from him. So bought some add-on packs, but they've switched to 1/32 scale now for the planes, anyways. So much larger.
Yeah, I'm definitely a sucker for modern military aviation / late Cold War. So some of that stuff's always kind of caught my eye.
Yeah.
I have 2 sets from them, and I've yet to build one. So I have their LAV and their A10.
Okay.
Say, I have an A10 add-on pack, but I don't think I've done any planes from them. It's all been mainly ground vehicles.
I think if I was looking to get something, I'm trying to think. Probably an F-15 Charlie, an F-14, definitely an F-22. I'm trying to think. Definitely an M1A2. Yeah, M1A1 would be so cool. Those were the ones that come top of mind.
I've built some of I built a lot of Brickmania sets, and I've built a couple of the Omaha Bricks. Omaha Bricks is one of the ones that you just buy instructions and then go buy the pieces. I Omaha Bricks is a little. It sounds really bad to say this, but the models I have built of theirs, they could have done a lot more detail, but they sacrificed detail in coming out with ease of build. And I think that when you're doing that, that's kind of in the game that we're in. If we're buying instructions to build a set online, 9 times out of 10, it's an adult. It's not a kid.
Right.
I always thought it was funny. Like Brickmania does it. Panzer Brick Labs does it. When you buy a set from them, it comes with like a difficulty rating, and it sounds really dumb, but everything I've ever built custom, I would love for it to be whatever the highest difficulty rating it is. There's only one set that I have ever had a problem building, and it is the most fragile thing I've ever had in my life. And it's amazing. It's very detailed, but it is fragile.
Yeah, that was my issue. I had, what is it, the MH60L Super 6.4 from Brickmania, and I just was so annoyed by how fragile that thing was. I just barely picked it up, and it's just like it was like melting out of my hands.
I don't know. They built a lot of. I mean, I literally have a whole entire shelf of what I have like left that I didn't take apart, and all their stuff that I've built pretty sturdy. I have the B-17. That's got to be like my favorite set I've ever built. It's not that it's not sturdy. It's just that it is very, very weak in the middle. And they sacrifice that, I guess, because of detail. If you were to run a bunch of bricks through the middle of it, I'm sure it would stiffen it up, but you wouldn't have the interior that it does. But that is I tell people all the time that it's a very, very, very pricey set, but it is one of my favorite things I've ever built. Hoarder says, shh, don't jinx it. I'm loving all these new molds. This is why I stopped buying Star Wars sets and started buying Speed Champs and 3-in-1s. Speed Champs are
they're killing it with the curved slopes and
Speed Champs are sick.
Yeah.
Oh no, the new Bluey sets are the ones that are blowing up the parts. I just inventoried the first Bluey set, and there was 18 or 19 new parts.
In Bluey?
Wow.
Is it new parts or new colors?
Both. There's 4 new molds that are big parts in Bluey that come in 5 and 6 colors each.
We're going to be building some blue airplanes and helicopters.
I'm always like shocked at times, like how much more love the other IPs get compared to Star Wars, like new molds and characters and designs. I'm just like, where is this all? I was like,
I am not.
Happy.
I am not at all surprised. I have preached it for so long that this is my problem with the Star Wars community in Lego is they will put the most outlandish shit in a Lego set, like a smart brick, and people will continue to talk junk about it, but they buy it.
True. That is in general true, yeah.
I mean, it's so dumb. Like you can pretty much expect every Star Wars set every year to get smaller, less detailed, and more expensive. And everybody is still buying them.
Yep, I mean, you're 100% correct. I had to explain that actually an idea a few weeks ago to someone else.
Richard, here's the inventory for Bluey. It hasn't been approved yet. It's supposed to be approved tonight. But look, as you scroll down through it, there's a new panel there. Of course, new printed parts. A new slope curved 1x4. That's a new mold, not a new color. A bunch of new printed parts that I had to take photos of. That's new. It's a bigger version of what's already out. Of course, a bunch of printed parts for the dog's noses.
Get out of bright yellow and scroll down to dark tan, and light blue.
Hey, I want to look at the dark blue stuff. You calm down.
There's a new mold there.
Ooh, dark
All I'm
green.
doing is dark blue. Well, that one before, that new curved one before is in dark blue also. Dark orange.
Ooh,
You get
dark
that
orange.
new mold. You get this new mold.
Wait, scroll up. Is that convex right there? That slope, is that printed?
This one.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
printed. It is. Damn it.
Yeah, and it comes in. There's a reddish brown with orange, and there is a dark orange with orange. And it's also dark blue one, I believe. Yeah, dark blue with yellow, and a black with yellow. Well, I freaking burned up my camera on this one. Where's the other new molds? Oh, they came out with that part in about 5 new colors. We see that on a lot of the dragon mocks and things. But yeah, I mean, if you scroll down it, I mean, it's a shitload of parts that say new.
Yeah, but keep going down to dark tan. What's in dark tan? Or what's new in dark tan?
I don't think it had any dark tan.
Didn't look like it.
Dang
No,
it.
it just had a few tan parts. I mean, if you look at the image of the thing, there's no dark tan in it.
Yeah, I don't need it then.
Yeah, that one was a pain in the ass to inventory because all the new shit.
I was really hoping, it's not here yet. I was really hoping that my pick-a-brick order would have been here for the night. So, John, I'll show you this. This is my my only hint that I've given anyone for the military mock for next year. Is 1x1s. And it is all tan.
Tatooine.
Yeah.
See, I'm
Yeah.
going to make Tatooine and put Anakin on it, and then I'm going to take Anakin off and put some First Order and make it like Jakku.
Yeah. Yeah. It was actually Dev Guru on Tatooine. Little did people know.
Do
They
what?
were SEAL Team 6 on Tatooine raiding the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah. Do an alternate universe and just show the 101st Airborne dropping in versus like stormtroopers.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Next on the Twilight Zone.
You gotta be careful. People are gonna start arguing about the whole what's effect would an AR-15 do anything against stormtrooper armor?
An AT-AT getting taken apart by like some Sherman tanks. I will tell you that it has been a running joke on our show that outlandish shit that we get asked or we get told when we display mocks is something that I will never get tired of.
Oh, hey, don't worry. I get my fair share of outlandish questions too. Tell me some of I want to hear some of this. What are some of the best ones you've gotten?
I displayed at a show that me and Gene were both at, and I had my castle. This is my favorite one out of all. I had my castle, and some of the knights in the castle had their helmets off. Like I showed people fighting, I showed people chilling. Like there was a whole banquet hall with people eating, and a person walked up to me and they were like, "Man, this is really cool. I don't understand why you didn't do it period accurate." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Well, he's like, you have African American knights."
No.
And I was like, "Well, what's wrong with that?" He was like, "Well, in this time period, African Americans wouldn't be knights." And I was like, "So let me get something straight." I was like, "You have a problem with that being non-period accurate?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, what about the 3 dragons flying over the fucking castle? Like, that's fine with you? That's 100% period correct. The fact that I have an African American knights are the problem that causes the whole problem."
Or Scooby-Doo chilling under the tree.
Yeah, like I had Shaggy and Scooby-Doo smoking a blunt. And the guy gets mad at the fact that I had an African American knight. I was like, I was so thrown off. I had a guy who when I had Battle of the Bulge displayed, he pretty much told me that my build was not correct, and I was trying to figure out what he was going through or what he was meaning by it, and he basically told me that when I built that, I shouldn't have had the Americans in Bastogne because the Germans had taken that over. And I explained to him, I was like, the Germans really never got to Bastogne. I was like, they bombed Bastogne, but the problem is when they were trying to come through, that's how they found out we were there. They never really made it through the forest. And he was like, yeah, I don't think that's true at all. And I was like, have you ever read a history book ever? Like, it's not something I'm making up. It's literally a known fact. So I get some great ones.
Okay, none of mine have ever gotten anywhere close to that. That's
Caden, our buddy Caden got chastised because there was a minifigure not holding a gun correctly.
It's hard to make minifigures hold firearms correctly.
just a tad bit.
So it's pretty funny. I had a person that, and it wasn't even it's my design, but my wife built a Winnie the Pooh mosaic. And now, mind you, it's 36 16 by 16 plates. So all you have to do to figure out how many pieces in it is do the math. And I told him it was like 9,800 pieces. And he was like, I don't believe that at all. And I'm like, you can literally do the math and find out it is 9,800 pieces. Papa Trip with the says, thanks for having good taste to bring John on to highlights premium offerings. Now we're going to have to dust these things off.
Man, you remember how to do that?
Yeah. John, it's your first time on. Pick one since you're a movie person.
Okay.
Best Friends, Pod Racer, or Palpatine?
Wait. Say that again, sorry.
Pick Best Friends, Pod Racer, or Palpatine.
Pod Racer.
The boy tells me you want to sponsor him in the race.
Well, I've acquired a pod in a game of chance. I wager my new racing pod against, say, the boy and his mother.
That was good.
Papa Trip's just donating money because he knows I'm just going to spend it on more figs.
He's helping you guys, subsidizing it.
Lorem said, have you ever seen Black Knight with Martin Lawrence?
Love that movie.
That's what I should have told you. It's very period correct.
Very, very period correct.
Have you seen actually the new World War II film at theaters, Pressure, with Brendan Fraser?
I have
Not
not
yet.
seen that yet.
It was good. I wouldn't say it was anything crazy, but I was like, yeah, this is a solid like hour and 40 in the theater.
The one military movie that I got addicted to that I've seen so many times, I could literally, if it was so bad that there for a while, every time I came down here, I just put it on as background noise. But it's
Okay.
Fury. I love the movie Fury.
Fury's a great film. What was my favorite military film?
I love Inglourious Bastards. I think that movie is priceless.
Let me check. I think my answer to that is probably gonna go to Black Hawk Down.
Oh,
Really?
that's a great one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I understand, but I would honestly, totally different concept. But if you're talking like newer modern age movies, the Covenant is the one that really took me.
That's a good one.
I don't remember what that was. I don't know why I can't remember it right now. Guy Ritchie. Yeah. No, I remember now.
That was such a good movie. Did you see? I'm not gonna say it was a great movie, but I did like it. The movie that came out not too long ago. Oh God, what is it? I don't know why my mind just blanked. What's the movie with the homeboy from Shameless in it?
I don't know.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Okay.
If you like it's got a lot of action scenes in it, but the movie literally takes place in like one building for the entire movie. So if it tells you anything, Black Hawk Down is rated 4th as the best military movie of all time.
But on what, like IMDb?
Yeah, number 1 is Saving Private Ryan.
Okay,
Number
obligatory
2
Spielberg.
Number 2 is The Pianist.
I've not heard of
And
that
number
one.
3 is Band of Brothers.
Okay. Nothing against that one. It's just, it's
I think Apocalypse Now should be up there a little bit higher than that.
What the heck is the name of this movie? It literally was just out not too long ago. Warfare.
Oh, I actually really, really enjoyed that film.
I really liked that movie.
It was one of the. I don't get usually like I jump out of my seat during a film. But that one got me.
Whenever, I mean, a lot of people didn't like it because, like I said, it literally took place in that one building pretty much.
Right,
The whole
and there
movie.
isn't a plot to the film. It's just documenting 24 hours of seals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was a pretty good movie.
Another one is my mind just went blank on it. What's the one? The Benghazi complex.
13 Hours.
Yeah, 13 Hours.
Oh, Zero Dark 30 is also really good.
Zero Dark 30 is a good one.
Papa Trip said I could watch Band of Brothers and Pacific on constant loop over. That's Band of Brothers is, like I said, I would rank that extremely high, but I don't consider that a movie because it's going to take you 2 days to watch it all.
I will say I actually have never seen either one, the Pacific or Band of Brothers. I read oh my god, what is his book? With the Old Breedy Sledge's book. I've read that. That was a great book.
Sledge.
So you've never seen Band of Brothers?
I've read the book by Stephen Ambrose. I think I thought it was okay. I do think the TV show's, what I can gather, better than what the book did.
Band of Brothers is really good. It's really weird because the Pacific is just as a good show, but you can't compare it. If you compare it, like many people say, it's really crappy compared to Band of Brothers, and I mean it's not on the same quality at all. I think Band of Brothers is much better, but if you take that out and just watch it as a show, it's extremely good. It's more gritty, and you don't really. And I'm glad Caden's not here because Caden would argue the hell out of this. But to me, you don't fall in love with some of the characters like you do in the Pacific.
The Pacific, you get more of a background of the personal life and things like that. Band of Brothers, you didn't.
Another really good show that I don't care what anybody says is the Air
Airmasters.
Yeah, Air Masters. I was gonna
That
call
was
them Air.
Oh,
Air
I
Masters.
remember seeing that. I didn't end up watching. I think I read the book for that one too.
Air Masters was really good. That was the first time that, like, so I don't get emotional at all, especially over movies. But there is a scene in that movie where somebody, you can tell they play it to where he dies. And when they did that, I was like, I'm ready to quit watching it now. I was like, there's no point in continuing to go on. And then, like, the next 2 episodes later, they like explain what happened and kind of like bring him back. And I was just like, that makes sense. And I was like, I'm happy now, but don't ever do that again.
If you're looking for something outside of the traditional American movie diet, that it's not necessarily a war film, but it is obviously in militaries. It's called Joint Security Area by Park Chan-wook, and it's a film based on the DMZ in Korea, early 2000s, and basically there's an investigation where, what was it? I think 2 North Korean soldiers dead, 2 South Koreans heavily injured, and a North Korean injured, and basically an investigator comes along and starts putting the pieces together what actually went on.
Huh.
And it became my favorite film of all time. After just the way there's some, I don't want to spoil it because of just how great it is, but I think out of the actual brotherhood in the military, I don't think no film has ever done it anywhere as good as that.
So with you being such a huge movie buff and everything like you are, why have you never done anything other than Star Wars, really? I mean, I know you have, but
that's where the money is. I mean, we've dabbled out of it. It's my own interest. Like, I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. But I mean, it doesn't get you the same thing. That at the end of the day, I do need to make money. That's kind of the goal of the business. And customers, if that's what they want, that's what they want. And that's why I'm not against experimenting. I do want to try the military stuff, and I do want to also dive a little bit more into pop culture. Like an example, ideas like Interstellar, like making based off of their attire from the film. I think that'd be interesting. Another part of the reason is that a lot of films, especially modern ones, well, set in modern time periods, you could realistically fig barf a lot of these characters pretty well. There is like the additional custom figure benefit of a custom figure isn't going to be that much compared to like Star Wars, where a lot of the designs you cannot fig barf them in any way, shape, or form. So those are the main reasons why.
I mean, I get that. I'm still a sucker for customs, though. I will 9 times out of 10 buy a custom over fig barfing something.
Yeah, but there's just a lot of folks who feel differently, so this limits the scope. But
I think
naturally,
a lot of,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think a lot of mine too comes from showing, I guess, care and love to like the people that are making them. There's a bunch of things out there that, you know, we all have, even though we all have similar likes. I'm pretty sure there's, you know, 50 things that me, you, George, and Gene can have in common and we would like to see as a minifig, but no one's going to be making, you know, a fig for all 4 of us and just us. Yeah. There is some companies out there that will reach out and do some things sometime and know that they might not sell as well. But it's just like it, you know, it perks your attention up to get it. One I always talk about, I'm a huge fan of James Bond. Not only that, but like I grew up playing GoldenEye, and one of me and George's buddies custom made a fig of Odd Job, and I was like, I have to get that. And like I've been joking with him ever since. Like now you have to do the other characters, man. We need a Jaws. We need we literally need everything.
My brother's actually right now playing the new James Bond game, and he's been really enjoying it.
Is he?
Yeah.
I figured it would suck, to be completely honest.
No, people love it. Like this has actually been like one of the I didn't have high expectations when I first heard the announcement back. I think it was Game Awards last year. I was like, yeah, okay, we'll see how it is. I don't have too much faith, but I was proven wrong. I mean, the reviews are great. People say that the person who is the likeness and the actual actor for James Bond does a phenomenal job. It's very early James Bond. So like I think it's prior to him becoming 007 and all the stuff that entails there. I will say, not sure how familiar you are with the gaming scene, but the Hitman games that have released in the last like 5 or 10 years or so, those have been praised for the ability to really let you tackle your environments and your missions however you want. And it's the same group of developers. And they've always really wanted to make a James Bond. So they're apparently, from my understanding, there's a lot of passion really put into the game with a lot of callbacks to other things in the James Bond IP as well.
Hitman is a really fun game, but it can get really hard.
My brother's not having the greatest time on the hardest difficulty of James Bond right now.
I was going to say, I've been pretty addicted to playing I knew I was going to buy it as soon as it came out, but the new Lego Batman game. I'm a sucker for the Lego games. I'm not sure why. I mean, you know, we are in the Lego community, but I'm a sucker for the Lego games. And when this came out, I knew I was going to buy it. And I was like, oh, it's just going to be something that I throw on when I'm trying to like waste some time and blah, blah, blah. And then like the first night I played it, I realized like I'd sat there for like 4.5 hours.
I think I'm only like 4 hours in myself. Just been busy, but I was having a good time. I do wish the Dark Knight difficulty was a little more difficult.
Yeah, I'm playing it on the hardest level, and like the most annoying thing about it is like, it's actually kind of hard when you first start off, but as soon as you start like upgrading yourself a little bit, it kind of tends to just fall back.
Did you play the Batman Arkham games before?
I did.
I was gonna say, to me, it just felt kind of didn't feel very difficult without all that experience. Because I also recently replayed the Arkham games too.
It honestly feels like the exact same game in Lego form.
Well, I think some of the mechanics are a little dumbed down compared to the Arkham games, which makes sense.
The riddles aren't so hard to like figure out. The clue masters aren't so hard to figure out. But it's because like Arkham, some of those riddles they take a little while, and they're a lot harder in the Arkham games. Whenever you have to like throw the remote control batarang and like slow it down and speed it up and get it to a certain area.
I don't think I will ever, never will try to 100% any of those Riddler achievements in those games.
Angry Dragon said, I pre-ordered the Switch 2 version just for the polybag. There was a lot of people that I've seen talk about that because that's not only is it a exclusive thing like that, but you can also only get it in America.
Yeah, I did hear a little bit of controversy because of that surrounding it.
That right there is a perfect example of it being a pure FOMO. Like, there's people I know that already have the game and they're wanting to get it just for the fig, just because they can get the fig. George, you want to start showing some mocks and stuff?
Let's see the boat or the ship, I guess.
Oh, I'd have to go back and dig for that.
So every week, me and George scour the internet and find people's mocks that we want to like showcase, and then talk about the builds. Show like we're gonna start doing a little different about going into more detail, showing like some crazy parts usage.
Oh, this is clean. Look at like this.
Behold the loaf. Nice little scene. Jedi Master, some shock troopers, clone trooper.
I just love the color palette. I just love that orangish gold.
Say it's not something you see in mass quantities in terrain, especially.
I had to blow it up because I thought it was dark orange.
Well, it might have a better picture.
That doesn't look dark orange to me. I got to deal with Lego color palette like every single day, so that does not look dark orange at a first gut check.
Nice little.
How do they have that butterfly flying?
Probably photoshopped the string out.
The Nemoidian is using the Force. Come on now. Oh, there's another one right there. It's a nice little,
trying to eat it.
Communications tower, radio tower. Not quite sure what's sitting on top of it. Maybe another
Bird nest.
Ah, that would make sense. I've seen the lever used in a grill piece before like that, but I've never seen anybody use the rangefinder from a clone trooper.
Oh, that's sick.
What piece is that stuck in though? Because I have even in the build I'm doing now, I have a bunch of the levers stuck into a grill piece. Oh, it's a grill piece.
It's 1x2 grill piece sandwiched together.
That's pretty slick.
I love the syringe, the little cherry, and a Harry Potter wand. Not something you see for grass every day or alien plant life. I think that is bright orange. I don't know, kind of a shadow cast on it. But I'm confused because isn't the purple guys belong to Mace Windu?
They do. That's something, John. I need a whole squad of 187th commanders.
There you go. There's a.
That's a job for GCC. I will gladly let them take the ball on that one.
I'll let you figure out the color now.
Oh man, that could be bright light orange.
I think it's bright light orange and orange. See where his mouse is right now?
Yeah.
If you look at the very top of that part, it changes color. And it's not just a light reflection change.
Trees are not elaborate, but simple and effective. A lot of stem pieces turned upside down. That way too much detail oriented. I would drive myself nuts trying to build these trees. I do like the little yellow canary up there, though.
That would be why there's a bird nest.
Makes sense now, Richard. That's why you're here, buddy.
I think it's funny with that little bird because that Lego. I have an addiction of when I make a pick-a-brick order. If there's any new animals, I get, and I got 2 of each of the new birds that were released. I don't know what I'll ever use them for, but
I am also a pick-a-brick stalker. I'd be like, oh, what new blank figure parts they got today for me to actually use? The biggest surprise one that I saw was the when they dropped. Okay, this was kind of unpleasant surprise when they dropped the dark red hoods. Like after we had made our dark red Palpatine, I was like, all right, seriously. So on the restock they have them. The other one was really surprised when they had a bunch of the Death Star heads, like Krennic. On pick-a-brick.
I couldn't believe they just. I think it was the last one, so it was the beginning of this month where they updated and dropped like all the colors of skirt pieces.
Oh, did they? I don't know if they expanded like the actual like proper full like character skirts.
The ones that are like sloped in the back.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different colors that they released for it.
I didn't even realize that. I gotta check that out. I'm so curious now.
The Neimoidian Jedi Knight kind of looks like he should belong with Admiral Thrawn with the shoulder.
The epaulets.
Did he shoot first or did he shoot second?
Han shot first.
Oh, what does it matter? Han's alive and this guy's not.
Right. YR Bricks, I cannot remember the scene from Clone Wars, something about blue.
The blue shadow virus?
Yeah.
Shadow virus.
I mean, I've watched Clone Wars 100 times, but I don't remember this scene.
This guy needs my Cody and Rex ASAP.
It's a nice little vignette. I like the tunnel work.
I was gonna say with all those little like the bars coming through, I want to see what that looks like on the inside.
Yeah. Probably the other side of the bar.
No, it's got to be connected to something because all those are arched.
Yeah.
Hoarder said, I have a ton of foliage and still can't get great natural looking scenes. And Papa Trip said, blue shadow virus on Naboo.
Papa Trip coming in with the knowledge.
I was going to say, we need to be able to give big chats to him. Can we do that? Can you like super chat a guest? I mean, somebody in the chat.
I don't know. You're the admin.
I don't know how to do that.
I had no clue.
It's not in our budget.
I got the thumbnails down pat. That's about it.
Got a $9.99 donation. Can we not just turn around and spend it back?
But how
It'll
do I
take 3 days to clear the bank and then 3 days to get it back to him. And
eats into the overhead. We'll let accounting take care of that.
I also have to pay Gene his 20% royalty fee.
I don't remember this little character, but that's a great little fig barf build.
Papa Trip wants John to show off some of his figs.
Like what? Just like my own figs that are just sitting on my collection.
I'm betting he means your customs.
Oh yeah, I mean like that's why we got the website ricecustoms.com. That's why we have on our Discord like an entire just archive section.
I promise you, Papa Trip is on that because if I can I'll get the notification that you posted something where you tag like everyone, and if I don't look at it immediately, he is sending it to me.
Thank you, Papa Trip.
Horror said that guy looked menacing.
Oh, this guy, yeah, he's
It's Voldemort.
I'm pretty sure that's Lord Voldemort.
yeah.
They always said that Star Wars was nothing but Harry Potter with laser swords. I guess now that comes to truth.
I thought Harry Potter was Star Wars with wands.
Either way. Now, I will say that piece that he's got in his hand, the top to that bottle, I didn't know that was so expensive.
It's not cheap.
They're like $1 something on Pick-a-Brick.
Yeah. I've tried using it in a couple designs, and then once you figure out the total cost for the build, it's like, don't need them that bad.
That I would love to see some of his customs as well. Man, John, you're gonna have to.
I guess so. All right, let's show the new stuff off. Why not? We'll see how badly the blur messes this all up. Let's see. We got little evil B2 over here.
Hold on, let's make you. Hold on, real quick.
I'm trying to stop sharing. It's not working.
I should just be able to override it. There you go.
We got evil B2 over here. I'm gonna try my best. There we go. Then we got Hemlock over here. We'll get rid of. All right, his tile's gone. There we go. This one's fun. Not the greatest quality, but we make do with what we got. Then we got the two new undercover clones, both based. This one's actually from, I think, what we see in the movie, while this one is here. This one's from a deleted scene in the movie. This one with the armor is from based off of the complete saga, one of the playable characters. That's the new stuff. I'm not gonna go through my entire collection of stuff of custom figs right now. Like I said, you can find the rest of them at our website and the Discord archives.
What's your favorite fig you've ever done?
Favorite fig? Oh, that's easily got to be MGS5's Venom Snake, Diamond Dog. I mean, this is just like when I say I experiment or do passion things, that's one of them. I'm a huge fan of the Metal Gear Solid franchise. On paper, that figure should have never been made. Just like profit margins are not there for that figure. The complexity, how many resources you had to dedicate. I mean, first off, you got to get a designer for the 3D. Obviously, Brick Daddy did the 2D for the figure, you know. And then with you got to injection mold the actual hair pieces, but then you need to injection mold it, and then you had to paint the black horn and the black like hair bun knot or however you call it. Never had long hair. I couldn't tell you. Get that going. You need a pearl dark gray parts, and they don't sell pearl dark gray and blank, and they don't sell them cheap either. So you got to wipe them all. You know, getting the brick arms, dual molded on 1911s. It's just like it was a whole thing. But very proud of that figure.
But it looks cool though. So at the end,
that's what matters. Rule of cool.
If you sell out of them after you get off of here, I'm taking credit for that.
Well, it's actually sold out like a few days ago.
Oh well.
He's still taking credit.
I'm still taking credit for it.
If you want the credit, be my guest. I don't mind.
Nah, not at all. What is up with you just showing like 187th tonight?
I don't know.
This is not
Brick-
187.
Brickside Studio.
That's
Nice
Mace
little,
Windu, isn't it?
No.
Oh
no.
no,
That's a bulldog face.
that's Chewbacca with hair without hair.
Yeah, he got a wax. Nice little clone turbo tank. Simple base
It's not a
board.
turbo tank. That's a Republic fighter.
What is it? The TX 130?
Turbo tank has 8 wheels.
That's what I meant. I thought it was a T16 hopper.
It's actually an M1A2 Abrams.
Simple little build. I always love numbers made with tiles. The purple leaves, kind of an odd color choice, but
I like it. The diversity of the planet.
Dark gray. Yeah, I'm not sure who that guy's supposed to be. There's a better picture of his head.
I think he's just a random stand-in Jedi. This guy's OC or whatever. It's fun.
I'm assuming these
Oh, I don't. What is the
are
brand?
custom.
Oh, I didn't even realize this. I think these figures are definitely custom. Then that neck piece. I forget the brand. I want to say it's Shamrock Customs. Print Tech Workshop, maybe. I don't know. There's so many of these brands in that variety. I can't keep track of them all.
I think the post said he got the instructions for the tank off of yeah, where you got your AT.
Brick Vault.
Yes. Drawing a blank.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Bobalug had a anniversary post or collaboration post of little mini builds all brought together. I think these are awesome. Kind of takes that little round minifig stand we've been talking about the last year to a newer level. And several shows back, we talked about how we never see Salacious Crumb in a build. I showed one, you showed one, and here he is again. This
He's
was
just
kind of a
making his
like-
rounds.
soldiers and agriculture mixed deal.
So I said you ruin a good mock by putting Star Wars figs on it.
I really like these.
Is that
Kind of
dark,
remind me of Warhammer almost.
black, dark brown, and then reddish brown and olive green? That's a good combo.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
that dish made out of those ice skates is pretty crazy.
Yeah. There's a lot of ice skates in these. Got them here, some back here.
What is that lid? Zoom in. How has he got that lid cracked open?
It looks like two droid arms jammed down inside with the
Yep.
thermal detonator
Yeah,
and then clipped onto the gear.
it's a pretty cool idea.
Pretty nice. I like
Now, if I
the
could just remember these ideas when I build, it'd be nice.
I like these little crates, boxes, containers, whatever you want to call them. Salacious is sitting on.
StreamYard, clip that.
I mean, I could send you these pictures.
Now you're just getting too easy, George.
Not exactly sure what this apparatus is supposed to be.
That's a droid.
Well, I know that. Smart ass. That's all I got.
I brought some Lego leaks, of course. And while these pop up, I'm going to go ahead and say once again that these are in kind of an order of what I think is the absolute worst to the best. Sorry, all the soccer fans, but this is what Lego is wanting you to spend your points on.
What? What is that?
It's supposed to be some type of soccer stadium,
Yeah, it
but
kind of looks like a toilet seat.
yeah, it's not a. For it to
That's a
be a
hero
waste of
ring.
like, it's gonna be like 2,500 points. Don't waste your money on it, guys.
For like 30 pieces.
I will
Yeah.
say that's a nice benefit of running your own customs business. You get a lot of VIP points.
Well, you can buy 20 of these and make a big one.
You go.
You'll spend $400 in VIP points to build a $40 set. Next up, I have this. Apparently, we're getting another Brickheads, and it's supposed to be a Golden Age Superman and Batman. Everyone knows me, knows that I don't like Superman. I do love Batman, but I mean, we just got last year the Brickheads where you could build like 8 different Batman. Don't really know how you're gonna get another one. Next up, we're getting a Scarlet Spider mech. I'm actually planning on buying this just because I want the Scarlet Spider minifig. I wish it looked as cool as this action figure, but I'm going to.
We'll see if they got the CMF budget on this.
Do you think we'll get that way?
No.
You think it'll be
Okay.
different?
Well, it's just because the CMF team is agnostic to any of the major lines. So, like when they did the Spider-Verse line, they didn't contact like the Marvel minifig designer. That was just like the CMF team doing their own thing, and they have their own budget rules. So you typically won't see that translated.
Next up, we're getting a Thor versus Doctor Doom mech. I don't know why either one of these have a mech, but
And female Doom.
yeah, female Doom, possibly. I don't know. I don't know how they're doing the movie, but I will say that another Doctor Doom minifig would be kind of cool. I would actually enjoy this if it were like an original Thor minifig and it didn't look like Chris Hemsworth.
I think it'd be a good change of pace.
Yeah, I would be down to buy this just for those two figs. Next up, we're getting a Jeff the Lamb.
Oh, that's cute. I didn't play Marvel Rivals, but that guy's cute.
Hopefully it does look a little well. I mean, it's 500 pieces, so I'm assuming it'll be like $60, which means it's on par with the Groot. Next up, we're getting. I don't know anything about this K-pop Demon Hunter thing. That's
Me neither. Funny story about that from the film perspective. I haven't seen the film, but there's like this. I collect physical media, and there's this organization, company called the Criterion Collection. And in generally speaking, when they select films to add to their collection, they try to pick films that had a lot of like important, like they've pushed the genre of film forward in some way, shape, or form in a meaningful way. And K-pop Demon Hunters got added, so at some point I'll probably see it.
like I said, I don't know. I know nothing about it. I know that it's a big thing for kids. I don't have a kid, so I mean, even in this, it doesn't even look like it would be that beneficial to buy for like a parts pack. I don't know. Lorem said K-pop Legos, and Hoarder said it looked like the Pokemon Center. It looks like a cheap version of the Pokemon Center. Next up, getting into things that I actually would not mind buying.
Yes.
This is the space pinball machine. My question on this one is this the first time we're getting that color of a space fig?
What is that? Bright light blue?
I think so.
Yeah. Or is it medium blue with bad lighting?
I can't
We
tell.
need Caden to verify.
Caden's colorblind.
I know. That's why we need him to verify.
Yeah, one of y'all's wives take a look. Women are better at color than men.
My wife would tell you it's blue and walk upstairs in high confidence.
It's turquoise.
But I do think this is kind of cool. I like the little planet builds. I wonder if this is going to have a smart brick in it, and every time the white ball rolls over a sensor, it makes noise. It'll be $389 because of that. But this is something that I'm staying away from. I won't buy it. Not my style.
Yeah, it's a pass
You
for
weren't a
me.
kid of the 80s.
Nah. But something I will buy. Spider-Man vs. Green Goblin with a Mary Jane. I talked about it. We just talked about it. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I really hope that this sticks to like some older style designs. And I am so down for this. There is actually somebody that I was talking to about this, and they've asked me why I have not built another like Marvel Spider-Man mock. And I just may do that. But I will be getting this for the minifigs also. Next up, I don't really know about this, but we're getting a Marvel Skyline. We got the Skyline for Gotham.
Yeah. Oh.
I guess this is the competition. It says that there's a Galactus, a Human Torch trophy, which a Human Torch trophy is the like minifig thing, right?
The micro minifig?
Yeah, Gene, aren't those called minifig trophies?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we're getting a Spider-Man trophy. So Galactus may be the size of a normal minifig. I don't know.
Is this supposed to be like it's a hybrid mix of like what we see from like the Fantastic Four timeline with the more modern MCU timeline of like Manhattan?
I think so. Because Daily Bugle and Oscorp is Spider-Man. Avengers Tower is, of course, Avengers. Baxter is Fantastic Four. Sanctum Sanctorum is Doctor Strange. And then Fisk Tower is Daredevil. And then the X Mansion, I don't even know how the X Mansion is going to play into a factor in it because it's not even in the same city that all this other's in. And then Roxxon Tower. So I don't know. Who knows? Lorem said the lighting is washed out because that looks like old TNG. Yeah, lighting. We need pictures of the actual like box art for a lot of this to look correct. Next up, we are getting the Strange Supreme Sanctum. I'm assuming it's going to be like a dollhouse style build because it's only 800 pieces. But we're getting a zombie Thor, a zombie Iron Man, a zombie Wanda, a zombie Namor, and a Spider Wand with a Strange Supreme. So I will 100% be getting this for the minifigs. Marvel is going to get some money from me this go around. These will probably be something that I honestly buy and dump the parts in Gene's bin. Just being honest. And then next up, we're getting a Spider-Man buildable logo, but it is the symbiote suit.
Is it like those with all those 1x1 circular tiles?
I don't know. The last buildable logo we got was kind of like the art. Unless they're considering this to be the same thing as like the Star Wars logo and the Batman logo. So I don't know on that one.
Do these do well? I just don't feel like they're that popular.
The Star Wars logo did. The Star Wars logo sold really well, I believe. Am I wrong in saying that, chat?
No, actually, I think that was the last Star Wars set I bought.
There we go.
I mean, it actually looks really good.
It does.
I know there's been some people that did some changes, and then I've saw people throw lights in it, some LEDs. So I don't know. I'll probably be staying away from this one though. Next up, Gene needs to be here, but this is what the Koenigsegg is going to look like. So this is our next supercar. It'll be like $700, I assume.
I like the box art. That's a nice innovation.
Gene, have you
I'll
seen
buy
that?
it.
Is this
I'll definitely buy it.
Is this another one to put in the closet? And
Yep.
Gene's got a stack of every Technic supercar that's ever came out.
Wow.
Unopened.
I actually, you know what? I got a story about that. I used to work at the Lego store many years ago, and there was one guy that came in, and he was really particular about the exact quality of the box for these high-end Technic supercars. I mean, the guy went through all the ones on our shelves, and he went through all the ones in the back room, and eventually picked on the one that he found acceptable, and they ended up walking away. The guy spent at least an hour just looking through at the boxes for the most minor imperfections. I was like, all right, man, do what you want to do at the end of the day.
Well, he was probably doing what Gene does and buys them and puts them up. And one of these days, he's going to have a nice little fund, if you will.
Yeah, I could kick myself though. I did a big Technic buy up in Virginia. It's probably been 4 years ago now, and it's a long, sad story that I won't get into. But I had the opportunity to buy probably 12 of the Porsches, and felt bad for what the lady was wanting for them, so I just bought 3, and I could kick myself now.
Yeah, you definitely should have bought them all.
I should have.
I'm missing a freaking piece in this.
Oh, gunshot.
Damn it, Lego, you suck. Well, this is now missing a piece. Oh well, she won't know. Next up, this is the gift with purchase with it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's interesting.
You're getting the steering wheel. It just looks kind of a crappy steering wheel.
Sell Technic.
Gene, are you going to be keeping the gift with purchase with the set?
I have with the last two.
I'm kind of upset this thing is missing a piece. I'm not going to lie.
That number dial looks like it belongs to a rotary phone, not a steering wheel.
And then, next up, we're getting a Spider-Man versus Demo Goblin mock. mech. I will be buying this. And then we are getting the Godzilla. It is going to be 5,360 pieces, and it includes a footprint gift with purchase that has a 1x1 Mothra tile. I am really wanting to see what this thing looks like because that's going to be a monster.
That's disappointing if you need the clear supports for the tail.
Well, this is just a rendered picture or somebody's mock or something. I highly doubt this is the real thing.
Surprise.
Yeah, it could be. Lego's done worse. Gene, are you going to get this? Or George, are y'all staying away from this?
I'm gonna wait and see what it looks like, but it's a big investment for. It better be dark green.
It'll be 600 pieces. I mean, not 600 pieces.
600.
It'll be $600.
Oh, guaranteed.
Absolutely.
I mean, I like Godzilla, but I don't think I like Godzilla that much.
You mean Godzilla?
John, what do you think about this? Is this something that you think will do well, or?
Based off of looking at Lego's annual reports, it seems like considering the hype the movies have, and it's still really popular in Japan, I'd say there's a pretty decent shot as long as the design's executed well. Should do pretty well.
Connor wins for the night in best comment. He said he's getting Godzilla. He needs it for his city.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna see that. We're gonna see that at conventions now.
Yeah. I mean, we've been seeing it for years. People mock Godzilla and have it walking through cities. There was a build last year at Brick Fair, Virginia, that had a Godzilla that was destroying a city.
I can't remember that one.
Now to get into the actual mocks. I have a bunch that, like I said, we were going to try to show some more detail, point out some things. So I have some that show quite a bit. First order Luca. We have this.
Holy crap.
The floating city.
That's sick.
Now this
is that based off of something in particular, or is that just like a...
I have no idea.
Jack and the Magic Beanstalk.
When you look at this, you don't think it's that big until you realize these chains are made of those macaroni pieces. And that is almost 6 studs wide. It's pretty huge. But it goes into a lot of detail. I love how they're using all the little like knife blades as trees. I love the little houses made with the headlight bricks. Little, I don't know what you call this, the crown piece or whatever it is trees. It's got the floating ship. I mean, technically this is like a micro build, I guess. And then that's the picture of the chains.
That is a lot of elbows.
That is a lot of elbows.
And a lot of 1x2 axle pieces to hold it all together.
I'm not mad about that because those 1x2 axle pieces, the axle pieces are pretty cheap. Those macaroni pieces are probably a little pricey. When you get up here, I love like the unicorn horn. They've got a I forgot the name of this piece. The like ship wheel with minifig hands to make the windmill.
Oh, oh my god. So creative.
It's got the beveled gears turned upside down to give it a little detail.
Oh, that's the hub with 4 bars.
Yeah, that thing. It's a ship wheel.
Those have.
I think this is a really cool build.
That's very interesting. Oh, it's even better when you see it in the light.
Richard, don't talk shit about Tori anymore. She's back in here.
Yep, I'm here.
And this is something that I love when people do.
What is that?
It's the outside piece of that three leaf. Oh god, what is it? It's like a
the
sprue.
leaf. It's the sprue to the 3-leaf part.
Yeah. You know what we're talking about?
Not really, but it's so cool.
There's a 3-leaf piece that comes with a circle around it, and you have to tear it off of the circle.
Oh, okay.
And that's the circle piece.
Oh, huh. I know you're
And
talking
a couple
about
more
now.
pictures of them using some wands, some hands, skeleton leg, some whips. Next up, this is by Darth Brick. So of course you know it's gonna be Star Wars.
Nice.
I don't know what this is from, but I really like this.
I think it just for whatever. Reminds me a
Yeah.
bit of the actual Mandalorian Grogu planet. Like they spend the first 10
That's
minutes on.
what I was thinking.
Hey, Richard. Let me hijack for a second. I'll show him that sprue piece.
All right.
I love the shooters for the doors.
I know they copied my idea. Then I
So
copied.
He's just using that sprue from around the leaves, not using the leaves. All right, back at you.
Hey, Papa Trip.
Hoarder said I've seen people use ripped up cardboard from the set box. Really?
I've
Now
never
that-
seen that.
I've never seen that, but that's cheating. You can definitely not do that. The one thing that there's a bunch of stuff that I wanted to point out in here. Even though the walls are built flat, I like how he's like tiled everything off.
It's time to build. Sorry.
I do love this ladder idea.
I like that handrail in front of them.
There's only one thing I don't like about the handrail.
It's missing some uprights, but other than that,
Well, not only that, it's kind of if this is like a corner build, it's kind of a weird. I don't know. If it were on like a straight thing, I would like it better. But since it's on this like indented piece, I do love this tower right here, though. This column.
Oh, with the Pentagon tiles.
just because the building's condemned doesn't mean OSHA's still not concerned with your safety, Richard.
I thought it was a pretty cool little build.
George, they're not concerned with his safety. They're concerned with finding him.
I stared at this for a little while too, and I think I figured out that this is supposed to be like a mushroom growing,
That would be my guess.
which is pretty cool.
Chicken of the wood.
But it's definitely a cool little build. Hey, there's some more. I didn't even notice those before.
I like the combination of the large skis over there on the, with the stud shooters.
Yeah. We'll go back. And then next up, I brought this one for George. Galactic Plastics Lego. I was not born in the 80s, so that's a cool starship. I love the color. I love the color combo.
MTV vibes.
What's MTV?
You don't. Oh my god, MTV. Get out of here.
Is that? I know what an ATV is, and an SUV is MTV. Kind of like motor transport vehicle.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an interesting color combination.
It is. The more you look at this, the bigger you realize that it is. I didn't realize it was quite so large. But getting into it, it's... Hey, look, they got some ice skates on here, too.
Oh, there you go. I feel like that should have swing wings like a tomcat.
You know what? When I first saw this, you know what it gave me vibes of? You ever played the game Star Fox?
Oh, yeah.
It kind of gave me vibes of like one of their ships.
I can see that.
I'm assuming this is printed. I don't know what that's from.
Looks custom to me. I like how he's got the wedge plates flipped opposite directions on the wings, so you see the anti-stud right there.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is a really cool build. Which brings me to the next builds. TA Lego Photography. Boom.
See, we need this guy to fight Godzilla.
This is definitely a cool idea. I'm assuming these are 100% custom decals from something, maybe a Gundam. I don't really know. They don't throw Gundam vibes to me. I put a lot of Gundams together, but they could. The shoulder pads throw the Gundam vibe, but what doesn't is the knee pad. But I'm not really positive. We need Harold here. Harold will be able to tell us real quick.
It's not the giant junk hanging down between his legs.
Hoarder said do a barrel roll. One of the funniest things I remember about that game is it's burnt in my brain. Is like when you start it and you're like flying through, and he's like, "It's quiet, too quiet," and then everything breaks off.
God, I haven't played that game in a long time.
Tron said that is not custom. That's all Exoforce.
Really?
Well, the more you know.
Huh.
I would have never guessed that.
I don't remember there being any white in Exoforce.
Maybe it's just Exoforce stickers on something.
Or they may be transparent stickers.
But this is all three of them. The red one is definitely a lot cooler.
Oh, yeah.
I like his claw. Especially with the flipped upside down pivot piece to make it look like it's got some teeth in there. Bryce said the remake for Star Fox comes out soon. He was in the new Mario movie, and I'm wondering if they're going to give him a spin-off movie of his own. Because I know they are Donkey Kong.
Oh, we're getting a Donkey Kong?
Yeah. I feel like
Hell
Star
yeah.
Fox would be kind of a hard one to sell, though.
I want a Crash Bandicoot.
That would be kind of cool. How would you do a movie off of that, though? I played Crash Bandicoot a lot, but I'll be honest with you, I don't ever remember the plot of the game.
I don't either. I just remember driving around and wrecking into crap.
Oodagaba!
And jumping and spinning.
Bryce said mechs make me think of Votems or Patlabar. I don't know what that is. Hoarder said those red stickered parks are what I had to buy to finish my prototype B-Wing.
Ah,
all these slopes. Look at his booster pack or whatever on the back. And Gene, I'm actually kind of upset with you if this is a real Lego part and I didn't know it existed. Clear rigid hose. Is that a thing?
I haven't seen it.
Because if that's a thing, I want to be upset that you didn't let me know that was a piece.
I've never seen it.
You're supposed to let me know on our Monday morning meetings. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to tell George we had Monday morning meetings, was I? My bad.
Yeah, that was management only.
Oh,
Finally, for once, I'm not management. Woohoo!
I was about to say, yeah, we don't have a truck you can sit in the whole time that we and him do the work. So,
Oh, I haven't got to sit in my truck hardly at all this year.
don't worry, George. Your bosses are not watching this.
I don't give a crap. When the heat of July hits, you'll know where to find me.
But I really like, I don't know, I love these stickers. I know that right there is an actual Lego set because that is printed. That sticker goes on a 1x2x6. All these other ones, I have no idea where they're from, but I think they look really cool. And that is all that I brought. Bryce said it's an anime series from the 80s. Makar said even if they just did the Arrowing, Star Fox would be so sick. Tron said the Exo Force line is just recently getting recognition. For some time it was underrated.
The only reason I know about Exo Force is because our Walmart had a bunch of them on clearance, and I bought them all for the parts. It's the only reason I knew those were set.
You still have the sticker sheets?
I probably do somewhere in the instruction books.
I was about to say, if they're clear, transparent sticker sheets, there you go.
Yeah.
So, Richard, that trans clear hose is not Lego.
I didn't think it was.
An eBay special.
Gene, why didn't you let me know that rigid hose was sold on eBay?
I believe I did. Also told you string is sold there.
The what?
String.
String.
I've got plenty of string. I've got like 100 yards of it. I got enough string where I should never have to buy string again. I could use string in every mock I have from here on out and throw it away when I'm done with the mock, and I still would have enough. I do still have a certain string that is put up with my collection.
The one that's a special knot.
Yeah, we'll use that one again one day.
Lorem says you can get transparent pneumatic hose, 17.6 centimeters, 22 studs in Germany.
Really? Like real Lego? What
He
do they
said it's
come with?
real.
Oh, yeah, they do have trans clear pneumatic hose. He was talking about the rigid hose.
Ah, yeah, pneumatic hose is a little bigger, but still would.
Yeah, so you can get trans clear pneumatic in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 24, and 76 stud.
Huh.
You can actually get it in 195 stud length.
Good.
How much is it?
Let's see, 195 stud length. There is 3 for sale for $24, $25, and $30.
Well, you still got it pulled up. Can you go ahead and buy that for me on the business card?
Oh yeah, I'm down. I got it.
Okay.
Should have done
Good,
that
my
about
darling.
30 minutes ago, Richard, before I came in here.
I just built it against his monetization.
Or the bulk that we got from him.
Yeah, I built it against his video monetization. It'll pay off in the next 27 years.
You never know. We got John on here. It might jump up.
Make 36 cents tonight.
Yeah. I do know that with all these Lego leaks that we're getting and everything else, I'm still surprised we have not got a leak of the Super Star Destroyer
That's supposed to be coming out later this year and next year.
this year.
I do hope they could do a good job with that. I love the Executor. I think it's probably my favorite Star Wars starship.
I'm hoping they do well with it. I don't have the Venator, but I have the Imperial Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
And I will say it's fell apart on me more times than I want to admit. I mean, it's actually currently disassembled.
Damn.
All right, how about the piece that I was missing in the set in the instruction? I mean, the bag before is extra in this bag. How ironic. What the heck, Lego?
So, Richard, my big thrilling day today was filled up with meetings with Bricklink people. And one of the team's meetings, they are freaking blowing up the chat. And I thought I was logged out of it.
They're blowing up the what?
The chat from the team's meeting with Bricklink.
Uh-huh.
We logged off of that meeting at 2:15-ish. And they just started blowing up the chat in the last 20 minutes. So something's going on over there.
Did you let them know how popular we are?
Oh, so here's the funny thing.
Uh-oh.
The topic.
They've seen the show. They know.
No, but somebody on the marketplace panel, one of the panels that I'm a member of with Bricklink, asked if the new platform's going to allow custom printed parts.
Oh.
Wait, Bricklink's going to sell custom printed parts?
No, that one of the people on the panel asked that. And one of the head people at Bricklink just replied back, copies of Lego printed parts are strictly forbidden.
They'll always say that, but they'll never do anything about it.
That's because technically they're kind of dumb if they would, because they're shooting themselves in the foot
Well, yeah.
on how much money people are buying for blank pieces to print on.
Yep, that's part of it. But also, like, we've been talking about Godzilla today. There's like a whole thing where it looked at, like, because Godzilla's really popular in Japan, obviously, but they looked into I guess these academics looked into the aftermarket for Godzilla and how much all these individuals make and how that actually influences the main Godzilla sales, and it actually pretty beneficial, helped them quite a bit. It made absolutely no sense to go after.
So you're saying that it's just like people are using it basically as a gateway?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, like people are like illegally taking the IP from, you know, in Japan where like it's much less like, you know, they're not buying blank parts directly, but this gets more people involved in the community, it builds hype, and so they naturally funnel into official stuff anyway. Or they'll double down and spend more stuff on Lego because they already have custom stuff.
I mean, that's something I've always said of like Lego saying like trying to ban custom minifigures. 9 times out of 10, the community is buying a custom minifigure to make a mock. Well, where do they think that they're going to get the pieces that they're trying to build the mock with? Like, they're obviously going to buy them from Lego, so they're benefiting from these other companies doing that.
Yeah, and to be fair, I haven't really seen Lego try to enforce anything on this realm. They're pretty chill with it. In fact, there's like this story I heard of. What's pretty. I mean, Lego has a professional relationship with like Clone Army Customs. I know that, at least a line. And like there's like this other notable customs company that were having some issues with Danish customs, and Lego basically helped them out pretty much. Got like an attorney to help them get it through customs without any issue.
That's pretty sweet. I mean, I don't like I said, everybody there's there's people that don't do anything custom. Caden was one of them. Caden really never did anything custom, and now there is a there is a minifig designer that has his own company now, and I don't know how many minifigs he has designed, but me and Caden both have bought every single one he's ever released.
I think you guys own half of his company by now.
I know, I think we do. My favorite story about that is still the flamethrowers though. That has to be like they ended up Brick Arms ended up releasing some flamethrowers, and this guy ended up purchasing them all pretty much.
Wow.
And he was doing a certain run of just these like flamethrowers that were printed and very detailed, and they came with a minifigure. And he was only releasing 20 of them. And between me, Caden, and one other person, we bought like 8. So we hold the market on these. I don't
That's
know
pretty
what
cool.
I'm gonna ever do with them, but I have them. Tron said custom prints like Lego is going to green light that. If it will turn $1, Lego will look away.
Say, Bricklink used to sell custom printed parts before the Lego group came along.
I think it's liability for IP violations.
Right.
I think if they allow it and there's IP violations,
Yeah, that's the reason why they won't. But they can pretty easily turn like a blind eye.
Well, I know a bunch of people that had the Lego minifigure shaped head in their logo, and they got hit pretty hard.
So there's some interesting stuff to learn too. Like in my branding, for example, I will never use the term, and I never have used the term minifigure since that's copyrighted and trademarked. So that's one you have to explicitly not use. I don't mention like official Lego parts. I say official pieces, which gets the point across. There's a lot of interesting things like that you kind of need to maneuver around.
That's not. I mean, I get that. I never thought of it before, but it makes perfect sense.
And another one is that it is actually expressly prohibited in their terms of the service to not buy Lego parts, modify them in any way, shape, or form, including custom prints, and resell on yourself. That is what they say on their terms and service. Can they really enforce that, especially in American courts? No. The only time I've ever seen Lego actually go after somebody was for there's this company in Europe. It was a very narrow legal way they got it through. But basically, they modified Lego bricks for trains to actually have proper ball bearings inside of them. And the European court sided with Lego because those alterations could not be unaltered to those bricks, and those bricks still carried Lego's logo and everything. But that's the only time I've ever seen anything like that get through.
I mean, it's kind of like people. I tell people all the time. So, I used to do a lot of art, and I still do on the side every once in a while. Mickey, for instance, Disney is almost never going to come after you about Mickey. You can literally print him on a shirt, and they're not going to come after you to tell you to take him down because it is such an iconic character, and it is one of those things that no matter what, they know who Mickey is, and it all goes through their like. So they did it a couple years ago where like Mickey, for instance, there's like Steamboat Mickey. Well, Steamboat Mickey became like free for the public pretty much.
Right.
So it's the same thing like Darth Vader. Darth Vader can be, can they do something about it? Yes. Will they do something about it? Probably not, because there's so many people doing it. And at the end of the day, everyone knows that like Mickey is Mickey. Everyone knows that Vader is Vader. Everyone knows that it is Disney. It's just
unfortunately, the problem with the Steamboat Willie is Steamboat Willie has outlived the lifespan of his trademark.
Yeah.
So you get a 50-year trademark, and it's well over 50 years old now.
What was that like seeing Steamboat Willie for the first time on TV, Gene?
Well, it wasn't TV at the time.
Oh, you had to listen to it.
You had to go to the silent theater.
Right.
That's beat
I
up.
mean,
Gene.
you had to take your own popcorn because they didn't have it there.
Gene, that's beat up. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say things like that. It's not my intention to hurt your feelings.
You're gonna have to swing harder than that.
Well, guys, it is that time for us to end it. I know that everyone is so sad about that. Gene usually cries a tear or two after every episode. George usually falls asleep at the computer chair. It's one of those.
Well, that's why George and I both have our get out of jail free. I'm asleep and you can't tell.
Oh, well, John, do you have anything you want to say or plug or talk about before we head out?
I'll be at Brick World Chicago starting tomorrow. Come say hi. Official vending on Saturday, Sunday. If you're an exhibitor, I'll still be selling on Friday. Yeah, Wave 13 release at the end of this month. That's all in terms of the plugs. Besides that, it's been wonderful to chat with y'all. Y'all have taught me y'all have taught me a great deal about the mock scene.
Like I said, now I will be honest with you. The Senators I will not do anything with.
That's valid.
But there is some things I want to do with some figs that you have. I will continue to.
I'll tell you this. We'll probably at some point later this month, not this month, sorry, for next month, do like our annual community competition where anybody can like make art or whatever, mock art, design around any of the products we've had. So if you want, we usually have some pretty good prizes for that. So if you want to throw your hat in the ring, definitely keep it in mind.
You just got to give me 2.5 years in advance to design and come up with a mock that I'm going to change 37 times.
No problem. I'll just go back in time to 2024 real quick. We've been actually developing a technology for our shipping services. So you put an order, it goes back to you 2 years ago.
Sweet. That's pretty neat. You're going to be like one of the top people until you realize that Amazon's already had that for the past 10 years.
Who do you think we're collaborating with on this?
Be careful. That was the death of Toys R Us.
Well, it worked out for the best in Amazon's favor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Evil Amazon, you had to order from them once a month or twice a month or weekly.
Amazon's kind of like Walmart. I hate when people are like, I hate Walmart. I'm against them. It's like, well, where else are you going to go, idiot?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a choice. You're going to go to Walmart.
Target.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. There's not a
No,
big
Target people put clothes on.
And don't come in their pajamas.
well.
You haven't been to my Target. That's a whole another subject for another night.
Say George doesn't wear clothes at his Target.
I hardly ever go to Target.
I go to Target a lot, actually.
That's the hoity-toity part of town.
We all know I'm bougie, so
That's why you go to Target. If I can't get it at Farm and Home and Walmart, I don't need it.
this sounds really bad. Everyone knows like how I am with money anyway. I suck at keeping it. My manager the other day was complaining that he had to buy some. He had bought like 4 pairs of shorts and he was like, I bought 4 pairs of shorts and 3 t-shirts, and it was like $400. And I was like, that's crazy. And he was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, no, that you're like complaining about that. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, the pair of pants I have on are $100 alone. And I was like, the shirt I have on is $80. I was like, I got a $200 pair of shoes on. And he was like,
And there's the proof that we're overpaying you.
Yeah.
well, I'll be honest. I've always stood behind Nike as being like one of the most comfortable, best shoes I've ever bought until I bought these On Clouds. I don't know what they do to make their product, but
Blood sacrifice.
yeah, I was gonna say
It's pretty standard for the industry these days.
they're doing something right. But it is time to end the things. Y'all got anything y'all want to talk about before we peace out?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to just make sure we recognize all the dads out there. This weekend's Father's Day.
Amen to that.
I was about to say I don't think there's anybody in the chat other than Papa that is a dad. I didn't even think about it being Father's Day.
I guess that is a Brick World Chicago weekend, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, in case I don't talk to you before then, George, you make sure you tell me Happy Father's Day this weekend.
No, I was going to tell Caden first.
Well, y'all gonna message Caden and tell him Happy Father's Day?
Yep.
Well,
He'll be like, do you know something I don't?
like, didn't your girl tell you? Shit, we ruined it for you.
That poor Caden be sweating bullets.
I'd make a lot of funny jokes right now, but I'm not going to do it on stream. So I'll be better and end it and talk to y'all afterwards. John, we normally end this, and then I don't know if you've ever used StreamYard before, but we'll all still be live after. It's just not live. So
Okay.
if you want to, hang on for a second. But peace out, everybody.
Yeah. Clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top. Custom sets, landscapes, got a shop. Tunes drop, make the hobby